Thomas Geoghegan's Were You Born on the Wrong Continent? Is a thought-provoking exploration of the idea that the United States, despite its status as a global superpower, has much to learn from other countries when it comes to social welfare and economic policies. The book draws parallels between the American experience and those of other nations, highlighting both successes and failures in an effort to spark a national conversation about the direction of the country. Geoghegan begins by discussing the origins of the American welfare state, which he argues was never truly realized due to a combination of historical factors, political ideology, and cultural attitudes. He points out that while the New Deal made significant strides in addressing poverty and providing social safety nets, it ultimately fell short of creating a comprehensive welfare state on par with those found in Europe. This was due in part to the resistance of powerful interest groups, such as big business and organized labor, who feared that such policies would undermine their power and privilege. The author then goes on to examine the evolution of social welfare systems in other industrialized nations, focusing on countries like Sweden, France, and Germany. He highlights the key features of these systems, including universal health care, generous parental leave policies, and robust unemployment insurance. In contrast, he notes that the United States has lagged behind in these areas, often relying on a patchwork of private sector initiatives and state-level programs that leave many vulnerable citizens without adequate support. One of the central arguments of the book is that the American obsession with individualism and self-reliance has hindered the development of an effective welfare state. Geoghegan contends that this cultural attitude has led to a pervasive belief that government intervention in the economy is inherently bad, even when it comes to addressing basic human needs. He points out that this mindset is at odds with the reality of modern society, where individuals are increasingly dependent on complex social and economic networks for their well-being. The author also discusses the role of race and class in shaping attitudes towards social welfare policies in the United States. He argues that the historical legacy of slavery and Jim Crow has left many African Americans suspicious of government assistance, while the white working class has often viewed social welfare programs as a threat to their own status and identity. This dynamic has made it difficult to build broad-based support for progressive policies that would benefit all Americans. Throughout the book, Geoghegan offers numerous examples of successful social welfare programs from other countries that could potentially be adapted to the American context. These include Sweden's flexicurity model, which combines generous social safety nets with a flexible labor market, and France's 35-hour workweek, which has been shown to improve work-life balance without harming economic growth. The author also highlights the success of Germany's apprenticeship system in providing young people with valuable skills and employment opportunities. One of the most compelling aspects of Were You Born on the Wrong Continent? Is its call for a revaluation of American exceptionalism. Geoghegan challenges the notion that the United States is inherently superior to other nations when it comes to social welfare and economic policies, arguing that there is much to be learned from countries that have achieved greater success in these areas. By opening up a dialogue about the strengths and weaknesses of different systems, the book offers a valuable contribution to the ongoing debate about the future of the American welfare state. In conclusion, Thomas Geoghegan's Were You Born on the Wrong Continent? Is an insightful and thought-provoking exploration of the American welfare state and its relationship to social welfare policies in other industrialized nations. Through a combination of historical analysis, comparative case studies, and in-depth examinations of specific policies, the author makes a compelling case for the need to rethink the way we approach social welfare in the United States. By challenging long-held beliefs about individualism and government intervention, and by offering practical examples of successful policies from other countries, Geoghegan provides a roadmap for creating a more equitable and prosperous society for all Americans.